Okay, round one, we have the choice. We'll play first. Yeah, this hand's actually pretty good. We'll keep it. I mean, we're gonna play a turn two Avatar, which is only a 3/2 reach on turn two, and we don't have a red mana yet, but this hand is still very good. I mean, if he has answers for Avatar, he's just making Tasigur cheaper anyway. So I definitely think this is. Ooh. Do I get? I think that we play Servant now. I want to get the Avatar as a 4/3 reach trample on turn 3, which is still very powerful. Okay. Ooh, a Graceblade Artisan deck? That could be interesting. So if I attack with Avatar, he can block with Dromoka Warrior. I think we just play Beastbreaker and pass. So if we draw a red mana, we've got Harbinger. If we draw anything else, hard cast the Heel Cutter. That's pretty interesting. So he's setting up for a nice aura, I imagine. Ooh, Sunbringer's Touch gives 3 counters to my Servant. That's pretty insane. I think we'll do that. So I still think we sit back and chill here. Otherwise I could bash for 8. And he trades Dromoka Warrior and takes 3. Or takes 3 from that, plus 4. So I could attack here, because this has trample 2. It's pretty good. And if something dies, I just play Tasigur. I think we go for this. I'm in a fairly good racing position. I think he trades Warrior for Avatar too. So I get in some trample, I take out a creature. I've got a hand that looks really good with Tasigur. I've got Harbinger for if I draw, you know. He can smash in with this too, and I still feel okay because we're cracking back for at least 6. All right. So interested in seeing what his follow-up play is. I wonder if it's like Enduring Victory maybe or something. Dromoka Warrior. And a Morph. All right. Well, we're going to keep smashing. There's our 5th land too. That's pretty nice. So options. I can play Tasigur. I can play Harbinger. I think Tasigur, I want the big butt. for when he doesn't even have good blocks here from what I see. So I think I'm just smashing in and playing Tasigur, which is tough to deal with. He can smash back for 3, 5, 8, 10 though. So like a Warflare could put us out of commission pretty good. Other option is play Harbinger, don't swing, and then set up for a spot where I can just ping him down. If this is the Sandstorm Charger, he can deal 5, 8, 12. I mean, it's still not lethal. If he has a Warflare, though, he is in the colors for Warflare or Volcanic Rush. Makes it a bit more tricky. I can swing with Beastbreaker and then play Tasigur. Or I can swing with Servant. I probably just swing with Servant, play Tasigur, pass. That way, if he attacks with Heel Cutter, turns off Tasigur on blocks, I can block Heel Cutter. But I don't have lethal the next turn. So I could also do Harbinger. I think the play is swing with Servant, play Tasigur, pass. But like I said, then I don't have lethal on the backswing. All right, let's just play Harbinger and pass. I feel like this is correct. Because, like, he can swing with Heel Cutter now, turn off Servant. I'm still willing to block with Beastbreaker. I've got Harbinger now, so he has to deal with that. If he doesn't, I can kill Jamoka Warrior. Well, I can kill 2 things if I draw a land. The reason I wanted the Harbinger instead of the Tasigur is the 5 power flying. Like, if I draw a land, I just not wipe his board, but do a lot to his board. All right, so he's going all in. Could have the Warflare. So let's see what he turns off on blocks. Probably Servant. Yeah, okay. Well, let's do a count. If he's got Warflare, I take 5, 9. If I block one guy, which I will, I take 5. I think we just block Heel Cutter and take 3, 5, 7. And if he has Warflare, it's 9, 11, 13. So it's still not lethal. If it's Volcanic Rush, I don't think it's lethal either, but we're just going to block Heel Cutter. I don't want to block with Harbinger in case he's got like a Kindled Fury. If he has a Kindled Fury, I don't mind him killing Beastbreaker. If he has a Warflare, I don't want him to kill Harbinger there. I still feel like I'm in a decent position to race with Harbinger, especially considering I can, you know, deal 1 damage to each creature without flying. Okay. So now he at least has to deal with Harbinger right now. Well, that's not going to do it. So let's see if we draw a land. We don't, but we got Grim Contest, which is still pretty good. 1 card left in my opponent's hand, so this is interesting. Let's I do wish I had another land. So I can play Tassiger for 3, or I can do Grim Contest for 3. Unfortunately, I'm not even threatening lethal with Dash Mardu Scout. That's tough. That is tough. I think we kill Strong Arm Monk and swing for 5. Keeps him off lethal with War Flare and it just takes care of the threat now, so let's do that. Oh wait, then I can play Tasker post-combat? Yeah, then that's pretty good. So we'll kill that. We're just going to swing for 5 here. And then we're going to play Tassiger. All right. So if he has a heal cutter, we don't die. So we're looking okay. And we have a good blocker here. All right, Outrider is no big deal. Nothing there, which is nice. Servant's not bad. Let's just deal 1 to each creature without flying. I guess then I can't do Mardu Scout, but still, I think the correct play. Certainly before doing the Servant. Okay. Just keeping his guy alive. I think I just swing Harbinger, play Servant, and pass. If I swing with everything, he would get another. He'd be able to keep a guy with Artful Maneuver. So I think let's just swing Harbinger. Let's keep. I mean, yeah, this seems like the best. No cards left in my opponent's hand. He must be running Glaring Aegis. Okay, the Graceblade Artisan makes a lot more sense if he's running that. Grim Contest looks pretty good actually. Multiple Dramoka Warriors, Goblin Heel Cutter, certainly things I want to kill. So I think we are going to bring in the other Grim Contest here. Just seems too good to pass up with Dramoka Warrior. So blocks currently on this board are Tasker, Outrider, Servant, Dramoka Warrior, and Servant Morph. I think that's the most damage prevention. If he drew a Glaring Aegis and he taps down Tassiger, I think we just go Servant, Outrider, Servant, Graceblade, and take 7. If he has the double striking Avon, we just lose to that. Okay. Pacifism. It's a good card to draw. I'll give him that. Certainly. Okay, this is interesting. Let's play it. So now I can deal 2 damage to ground guys. Yeah, let's just take care of this mess. And we'll buff the servant. All right. Okay. So opponent's got pacifism. I still don't know if that's worth bringing in Return to the Earth for that. It seems like he's got too aggressive of a deck to be trying something like that. But I do think the second Grim Contest should come in. I definitely think that's good. I don't even mind Custodian now. It's like, it's not great with Formidable, but it is a very nice card for buying time, and he played all ground guys that whole game. I think Custodian could be an actual decent option here, rather than something aggressive. Like, I can cut, like, Warbrute, especially on the... Yeah, and Custodian's going to be great. Yeah, we're bringing in Custodian is basically what I'm saying. We got to bring that in. Let's cut, I think, Warbrute. Not that it's bad, it's just I don't feel like we're going to be the aggressor. I'd rather have a Scavenger to, like, buff. And I almost want to cut Conifer Strider just because it's a little bit clunky. Maybe Cash Defenses actually gets booted. Yeah, that's more of an aggressive card too. So we'll cut a couple aggressive cards. We'll add a removal spell and a nice defensive card and see if this plays a bit better for us. I mean, I could cut the Dramoka's Gift instead of the, whatever it's called, Cash Defenses. But I kind of like the surprise factor of Dramoka's Gift a little bit. I could actually do Return to the Earth instead of Conifer Strider. I'm trying to think why I would prefer to do that. I guess the reason is the 3 toughness, so it works better with Double Grim Contest. And I guess it works better with Avatar too. They both trade with most of the same things. I'm gonna run Formless Nurturing instead of Conifer Strider, I think. Okay, let's try this out. This hand's a bit slow, but we've got to keep it, I think. We've got enough 2-drops. We have all 3 of our colors. We've got at least a solid 4-drop, so if we can draw into any of our 1, 2, or 3 drops, this hand gets a lot better. I think it's worthy of keeping. I mean, we could just get steamrolled, but it's just, I do not feel comfortable mulliganing this hand. All right, no Jamoka Warriors, good news for us. Twin Bolt's a great draw. Killing that. It was a good draw. Now we're sitting pretty now. Now we've got a good blocker that we can use with Grim Contest, and we have a 4 and 5 drop that are just going to be pretty tough to deal with, I would say. If he plays Outrider here, I think I might actually just Grim Contest. Main reason being, just keep... Like, my opponent is aggressive enough where I just want to keep guys off his board. Yeah, like, I'm just going to Grim Contest that. It cost me essentially nothing, and it completely, like, slows down what he's trying to do here, which is, you know, aggro me down as fast as he can. And next turn I can play Harbinger, which actually turns on Glade Watcher, which is nice. Warbrute Hardcast is not that big of a deal. I can actually play Hollow and play the Prowler as a blocker for Warbrute. And if he plays Pacifism, then I get to maybe play a Harbinger next turn easier anyway. Otherwise, I play Harbinger so I can crack back for more damage than he's doing to me. Maybe that plan's better. But if he has Pacifism, I guess... Let's make him play Pacifism here. Let's play this. Let's play our Summit Prowler. Offer the trade with the Warbrute. Okay, that's not too intimidating. All right, unfortunately it did have the combat trick, which is a big bummer, but bummers happen, so gonna accept that. So we can play Sandstep Scavenger. Unfortunately, it's not all that great. One card left in hand. Interesting. What's my best choice here? So if I play Scavenger, he just Artful Maneuvers Warbrute. And I still don't really want to block it, so what I take 9, which is pretty huge. I play Harbinger, I can block Flamewake Phoenix, but he likely uses the pump on it, and then I'm still taking 9. I'm trying to think what the best here is. I think we just, anyway, slice it, we're taking 9. So I think the best play now is just to play the Harbinger. Why is that better, though? If his last card's Pacifism... I think I just play Harbinger. And then next turn I'm going to play the Sandstep Scavenger. Oh, I should have left open a green so I could attack with Glade Watcher. Yeah, that would have been smarter. Because attack with Glade Watcher there, since I'm not blocking anyway, would have made sense. So he should definitely pump the Phoenix. Get in for 9. We'll take it. And we're going to have a tough race ahead, but certainly not undoable. Well, that's interesting. Maybe it's because I could double block the Warbrute? I mean, I'm pretty sure I gotta block Phoenix. It has to attack each turn, so unfortunately that masks whether he has a combat trick or not. But it strikes me like he does have a combat trick if he chose to Artful Maneuver the Warbrute. Does that make sense? Oh, I see. So do I want to take 13 here? I mean, I don't. Let me think about this. So I can chump with Glade Watcher. What does that do? I have no idea what that does besides protect me 9 damage, which does seem pretty important here. On my turn, I could double use Harbinger to kill Flameweak Phoenix, but then he still gets it back. I think I take 13 here. Obviously, I don't like taking 13 damage, but I think I have to double block next turn with Scavenger and Glade Watcher as much as I loathe that. I really do loathe that too. Maybe I just do Formless Nurturing, but then it doesn't make as good a use of mana. I'm trying to think if chumping does something for me. It saves me 9 damage. What else does that do? I feel like it doesn't do much else. He still gets to Great Teacher's Decree next turn, right? I think I'm taking it. My plan is to try and race. I mean, if his last card's Steamer Battle Rage, I didn't have a shot anyway. All right. So I think the plan now is... Ooh, well that certainly helps. Wish I had more mana. I keep saying that. Keep wishing I had more mana. All right, I guess I can... Why is this so hard? Basically, I guess I should have chump block. Because now I do want to chump block plus... Okay. So I think I pass the turn in response to his Artful or Great Teacher's Decree. I use Harbinger twice. So we kill the Flamewake Phoenix. He gets it back as a 2/2, but then I get to attack with it. or block with it rather, so I can at least stop that. And now I'm going to chump block the Warbrute with the Glade Watcher. Probably should have done it before his draw step. All right. So now he gets rebound. He can pay to bring back the Phoenix, but that doesn't matter all that much. All right. So instead of trading with Warbrute, we're just going to chump it. All right, can't do anything about that. So opponent just unfortunately drew really well, which is unfortunate, like I said, but I don't know what to do. I have no control over my opponent drawing really well, so it's just outside of my control. Let's play the Scavenger now to trade with the Warbrute. Still have to find a way to deal with the Phoenix. I guess the Grim contest should help. I don't know what to say. My opponent just drew magnificently and beat us. Like, I wish he didn't. I wish he had it in his hand already, so I didn't have to say that. But he just drew perfect right off the top, just perfect. So we got absolutely annihilated there. That was embarrassing. All right, let's go to game 3 and try and figure this out. So he's got multiples of the heel cutter. That's a problem. Maybe Conifer Strider is actually good there then. Conifer Strider can't be... Yeah, we're going to do that instead of the Formless Nurturing. So Conifer Strider can't be heel cutted, and it can block a Warbrute. I think, had I known about the Warbrute, I probably would have done that instead. In fact, Custodian looks worse now because of that too. And I guess we're back on the play, so maybe I want to go back into slightly aggressive mode here. But we'll definitely keep the Grim contest. And Return to the Earth deals with the Phoenix once, and it does deal with pacifism, but I still don't think it's worth it. I could bring in Cash Defenses again. Over... I think everything's fine. I could do it over the Dramoka's Gift, I guess, because it's 2 mana cheaper. Maybe that's better. A little more of... I mean, this is a nice combat trick, but... if we're... maybe we can be the aggressor on the play. All right, let's try this. This hand is very good. We'll keep. I do have a dragon to reveal too for Draconic Roar, which is pretty nice. I'm hoping that comes up. We also have Conifer Strider with Cash Defenses, which is also very nice. I mean, we likely have to kill a turn 2 Dramoka Warrior, which is fine. I have to remember to use the right mode of Draconic Roar this time too. Yep, as expected. So we'll take care of that right now. That's a good draw. So we're definitely going to do Conifer Strider next turn anyway because of the Cash Defenses. He can just dash here and I think we're still okay. Graceblade Artisan, alright. Glade Watcher's not bad either. I think we're just going to go Strider pass. So this is good against the Heel Cutter. We'll take 2 here, I think. Although I could just block with the Servant. No attacks. Outrider, alright. So cash defenses get slightly worse there, but so I can play Glade Watcher. I kind of want to play cash defenses, but the problem is once he gets formidable, he has first strike. I can play cash defenses, pump Servant, swing with Servant. It lets him crack back, but it turns off a Heel Cutter play, or lets me trade with a Heel Cutter, which also seems fine. I mean, we're slightly ahead on the race still. I think we'll go cash defenses, pump Servant, and swing for 4. Like I said, we're slightly ahead on the race still. So if he wants to crack, like, I'm thinking it's almost 100% he's going to have Formidable next turn. So I feel like it's more in my interest to try and race currently. Like I said, I'm not worried about Heel Cutter because of Conifer Strider. I feel like it's just almost 100%. He's got a creature that can turn on Formidable, which makes the Servant worse in my mind. All right, that's an interesting one. So he does have what I thought he would have. So we'll take that. Go to 15. To get our 5th land, so I can smash with Servant plus Conifer Strider. 3 cards left in his hand. I can also play Harbinger pass. Let's do that. Like if I smash with both, he can block Champion on Conifer Strider. If I smash with just Servant, he gets to smash back with Erishin. I feel like I don't have a good attack there. Like this way, he at least has to deal with Harbinger. If I draw another land, I can kill 2 of his guys. I guess it comes at the cost of Conifer Strider though, but still seems worth it. If I don't draw a land, I can smash and play another. All right, well, that's a bit of a bummer, but thankfully for us, we have another one in hand, so it's not the worst. If he plays Heel Cutter here, I definitely block it with Strider. Okay. So I could double block it, but he has one card left in his hand. And he plays Artful Maneuver. I think I take it. I could have double blocked there. And then he first strike kills the Strider probably. Alright, so I wish I had blocked now, but let's play Harbinger again and pass. I mean, we're blocking here. We're going to have some work to do. Unfortunately, I don't think Harbinger can block this turn, but the other two are definitely blocking. I don't know how I'm blocking yet. I feel like Servant has to block Outrider. Strider has to block Champion. I mean, he's got to swing everything, clearly. But I don't feel comfortable blocking the Monk with the Harbinger if he's got any sort of spell. So we got to block here, and I think this blocks here, and I take 5 at least. And actually, he gets to first strike kill Servant, which lets me pump my Strider to kill the Champion, which is also pretty insane. I didn't even see that until just now, and that is pretty huge. All right, we just use it now. All right. Actually, just going to swing with Harbinger here. And the reason being, heel cutter dash doesn't matter. And it wasn't lethal, so. Okay. So he gains 3 and you still got him. All right, beautiful. So we won. Very, 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 very close match. I'm glad we got there because our opponent had a good deck and was drawing fire. Our opponent was drawing real hot. So, I mean, he was like, our opponent's one of those guys that was like, can draw off the top. My God. he was drawing hot off the top. I mean, we drew a Grim Contest there, which is pretty hot, and we opened a hand with Double Harbinger to the Hunt, which is also hot, but it's not like he was relaxed on pressure at any point in that game. So, all right, we'll see you in round 2.